Yeah. Oh, that was a nice sleep. But wait a minute. Where? Oh, crap! I'm here again. What am I doing here again? Oh my, no!
Hello, and again,
Hello,
welcome to the
GLaDOS.
Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your
No, it
specimen
hasn't.
has
It's
been
been a traumatic
processed, and we are
experience.
now ready to begin the test proper.
Oh,
Before we
again.
start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all enrichment center activities,
Actually, today's goal
serious
is a bit
injuries may
different.
occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from Turn back. The
Oh,
portal will open in 3,
2,
2,
1. Right. Yeah, I'm playing Portal again, guys. Yes, I am. Why? Because it's my first year, and this was my first LP. And let's be perfectly honest,
Excellent.
the original run
Please proceed into the chamber lock after
was absolutely
completing each
shoddy.
step. First, however, note the incandescent
Yeah, whatever,
particle
GLaDOS.
field across the exit.
And
This
so I
Aperture
thought
Science
I'd
Material
revisit it.
Emancipation grid will vaporize any unauthorized equipment
Okay.
that passes through it. For instance,
Shh.
the Aperture Science weighted storage cube.
You done? Good. Anyway, I thought I'd give it a much better, much more interesting
Please place
do-over.
the weighted storage
No, not
cube
that.
on the 1500 megawatt
So-
Aperture Science heavy-duty super colliding super button.
Yeah. So it's been a year since we've been here. Really has. Go. Oh, bloody hell. Much like a year ago, I did exactly the same thing. Well, they just sort of stood there before. Yeah. So it's been a year. So I thought I would discuss some thoughts of what the year has been like. Sort of what, some of the experiences of being in Alpia and
Perfect. Please move
how much I've
quickly to
enjoyed
the
it
chamber
and
lock
some of the good
as
things,
effects
bad
of
things,
prolonged exposure
the
to
people
the
I've met
bucket
along the
are
way.
not part of this test.
And I thought I'd just use Portal as a backdrop for the whole thing because it's sort of, hey, we've done this before. So I keep pressing L1 to sprint, but that doesn't work because I've been playing through Half-Life 2. Remember when I did it for the Advent Calendar and said I haven't played through Half-Life 2? Well, I set myself the challenge of doing that, so that's why I keep pressing L1 because I keep thinking it's the sprint button, but it isn't. It isn't in this. So yeah. So the year has involved a lot of sort of learning how to make a good LP above anything else. No, actually, I'm skipping ahead of myself. Actually, I think I should probably start on how I got started. Really, I mean, I was trying
You're
to
doing very well.
find.
Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood
Yeah.
is not part of any test
I was
protocol,
actually,
but
like,
is
trying
an
to,
unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grid, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
Done? Good. I was trying to find videos on Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I found the videos produced by Proton
Very
John
good. You are
of
now
him
in
and
possession
Azura
of the
Blade
Aperture
playing Brawl.
Science handheld portal device.
And
With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, I was looking for Brawl videos, Proton John, Azure Blade, found those videos, and then saw their Mario Brom hack type things, and sort of slowly became aware of like the Let's Play idea, and thought, well, this seems kind of interesting, I'll do it myself. And it was people like Dark Chiron and X the Music and Lord Vega, and I was like, oh, this sort of thing looks quite interesting, I want to get involved, and ended up picking Portal as my first game. Yes.
Mind the gap.
Yeah. I picked Portal as my first game because I figured it was short and, I sort of vaguely knew what I was doing, so I thought, was a disaster. At least it's only short.
Remember, the
And it was a
Aperture
disaster,
science
let's be
fair you're
perfectly
offering today
honest.
is the perfect time to have her tested.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, I'm ignoring GLaDOS for the most part. She won't like that, but I don't care. So the year has involved a lot of learning how to make a good LP, which has been it's the sort of thing you can only really learn by doing. You can't really sort of learn it from other people. But it's sort of general thing. I mean, one thing that I've found after sort of starting doing all this is I've become incredibly fussy about other people's LPs
You're doing quite well.
and watching other people's LPs and oh yeah, I can only fire the right one.
Once again, excellent work. As part of our required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber.
Sure you won't.
will be entirely on your own. Good
Sure.
luck.
Anyway, I've become fussy about other people's LPs. I've sort of pick out the things that I think are good in LPs, and I try and put those things into my own. And I've also tried to spot what's really bad, and I keep spotting the bad things in other people's LPs, and it's really, really bad. But I keep doing that. But never mind. But I'm not perfect. I've constantly been improving, as you might have noticed. The fact that that's partially why I'm doing things the way I am, because it sort of shows. If you watch this and then watch my the original run of this, you can see how different I sound, because I'm so used to it now, used to doing all this and all the rest of it, that it makes the kind of nervous, completely inexperienced
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement
person
suggesting
that I
that
am.
we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication.
GLaDOS keeps interrupting me and I get
As
confused.
part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2,
Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, if you watch back to the old one, I'm sort of really kind of very quiet, very nervous, very bit useless about knowing what to say and do. But at the moment, as you could probably tell, I'm not a bit more confident about what I'm saying, because I'm stuttering all over the place, because I'm sort of trying to stick to a preordained script at the moment. Not a script as such, but it's sort of the same thing.
While safety is one of unbelievable. You,
Subject name here.
must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just whizzing through this game at the moment. I'm still on my first paragraph of notes. Yeah, it's notes, not a script. And my own style, I think I've noticed, has developed into a bit more of a sarcastic, self-depreciating, slightly random but logical sort of humour, and with sort of occasionally talking to the characters as if they're real people. Isn't that right,
Warning
GLaDOS?
devices are required on all mobile equipment.
Really?
However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate. Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
No! Or just walk along. Oh. Can't walk along the beam. Anyway, what was I saying? Where was I? Yeah. And I suppose I could sort of advise people on what not to include in LPs after sort of being an LP for so long. And sort of developing my own style. I found that people who are random for no reason, and just talk complete and utter crap that makes no sense. I know I talk complete and utter crap at times, but usually there's a logical train of thought that leads to that point. Do you know what I mean? There's I can't give an example off the top of my head, but I know that usually that's the case with me anyway, not just as an LPer. But I've noticed there are people out there who just will screw this up completely and just sort of talk about random crap, and it's just not entertaining at all.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
And what we got next? Yeah, personally, what I think makes a good LP, not that I feel that I'm ultimately qualified to make this decision, but you know, I've got some degree of experience in the field, so I think I can say a few things from my experience. You've got to be entertaining. You know, you need to be sort of relevant to what's going on, but at the same time interesting. You can't just kind of stand there going, so if I go over here now, and then you push the button, and then you press this. That's really boring. Don't do that. You know, try and sort of jazz it up with some comments here and there. You know, give a few of your experiences of playing the game. You know, sort of general comments about what's going on. I mean, in my own style, I tend to do sort of Mystery Science Theatre type comments. You might have noticed this.
Very impressive.